other things. He's been fighting for the environment since he was a teenager. He's consistently been opposed to nuclear and fossil fuels, and he supports clean renewable energy since the 1970s. He was co-founder of something of the anti-nuclear Clamshell Alliance. He's also co-founder of the Construction Workers Cooperative. He didn't make it to the governor's office this time, but if his history is any indication, we'll be seeing him again on the ballot. So Howie Hawkins, welcome.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. I'm from Syracuse, about 10 of us. Let's hear it from the Syracuse folks. That sounds like about 30. Thanks for coming. I know there are a couple here from Albany. And you know what? We are Seneca Lake too. This is an amazing movement. It was mentioned I helped co-found the Clamshell Alliance, and in May of 1977, May Day, we waited till the spring. All right, you guys are out here in the snow. 1,414 of us were arrested and put in National Guard armories for 10 days. And it created a movement. There were no new nuclear power plants ordered in this country for 30 years. And they had planned 2 nukes. We stopped one. The other Seabrook nuke got built. But that's to say we can make a difference. And 200 people out here in the Finger Lakes, we drew on Boston and New York for the Clamshell Alliance. It was the end of the 60s. The fact that you got 200 arrested and 1,300 signed up, all I can say is I can't wait to join you. I hope I pass your vetting because I want to stop this Bushwick project. And this is bigger than just protecting the water of Seneca Lake, as important as that is. And that's reason enough alone to stop this project. But this affects our whole energy system and our civilization because we're at the fork in the road. We can stick with the old 19th century dirty fossil fuel technologies that will batter us with climate change, poison us with pollution, destroy our water, make us technologically backward and economically in decline. That's 19th century old dirty technology. Or we can take the green energy path. Clean renewable, solar, wind, water, wave, geothermal. That's the path to protect our climate, protect our environment, preserve our water, clean the air, and build a sustainable prosperity. Many of you are familiar with the Solutions Project, the research done by Cornell and Stanford researchers that looked at what would happen if we committed to 100% clean energy by 2030 in New York State. And you know what they found? Not only is it technologically and economically feasible, it would create 4.5 million jobs. That's 6 jobs for every unemployed person in New York State today. That means people would move back to these upstate towns to take those jobs, manufacturing the solar panels and the wind generators, and retrofitting all our buildings to be power plants. Insulated, solar panels on the roof, micro wind, shared solar between different buildings because not every building has the right solar exposure. We're going to build a whole new infrastructure. And you know what else? The energy cost of this renewable energy system by the 2020s will be half what it will be if we stick with fossil fuels. It's a no-brainer. That's the road to sustainable prosperity. Jobs, reasonable energy costs, lower manufacturing costs, because electricity is a big cost in manufacturing. We've got the water. We're sitting right at the fork in the road. And if we let that project go forward, you know what that does? That locks us into decades of an infrastructure that the people invested in and want to get a return on. It forecloses the green energy path. So you see, this is a much bigger issue than just our region. It's really, we stand here, we're like trying to open the gate to the right path and close the gate to the wrong path. So, you know, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, CNN, Fox, New York Times, Washington Post, they ought to be covering this demonstration. But I think they're going to find out. So, this is a very powerful movement. I am happy to be here. And let's remember that we're not just fighting for ourselves, we're fighting for the whole future, for our whole state and our whole nation, our whole world. So, take pride in being here, and I'll see you at the gates of Crestwood.